Germany will head to the polls this weekend in an election that will make history, whatever the outcome. So what could we see happen as Angela Merkel steps down? Chancellor Angela Merkel will step down after 16 consecutive years in power when Germany heads to the polls for the September 26 election. But this is not the same Germany that voted in Ms. Merkel in 2017. After the coronavirus pandemic revealed deep-seated problems in the country's governance, including a gaping digital deficit, flawed education system and low-paid jobs, the outcome of this election is wide open. Polling in the run-up to the election has shown just how tethered the Christian Democratic Union (CDU) and its sister party the Christian Social Union (CSU) have been to Angela Merkel over the last decade and a half. For the first time ever, the Social Democrats (SPD) are ahead in the polls, with the CDU, CSU barely scraping second place. But while the SPD looks forward to celebrating leader Olaf Scholz as the new German Chancellor, the reality remains that it might not be so simple. In 2017, a coalition took nearly 6 months to form, as Ms. Merkel became increasingly aware that the poor results were her calling card to make her exit from the political fray. This year, negotiations could be even more fraught. Speaking to Express.co.uk, Economist Intelligence's principal economist and German analyst Emily Mansfield said, the German election is set to lead to a highly fragmented result, with no party winning much more than a quarter of the vote. Negotiations to form a coalition will therefore be difficult, probably bringing together 3 parties, rather than 2, for the first time at the federal level. Ms. Mansfield said this process could take some months, and will have a knock-on effect for policymaking in the EU as a whole. And until the talks are resolved, Ms. Merkel will remain Chancellor under the German constitution until Bundestag lawmakers elect a successor. While previous chancellors have not taken radical decisions during such a window, Ms. Merkel's powers are not curbed and she could seek to make radical decisions as her time in office nears the end. A leading conservative in Berlin said Ukraine and European Union climate talks are 2 issues in her sights. They said, she will have to play an important role, because everybody in Berlin will be involved in the coalition talks. Any delays to coalition agreements being secured could mean Ms. Merkel could surpass her former mentor, Helmut Kohl, as the longest-serving post-war chancellor, a record she would set if she can hang on until December 17. The second vote is the one that really determines the outcome. A party must win at least 5% of the vote to enter the Bundestag. And the makeup of parliament is designed to reflect this vote share.